Hey YouTubers, welcome back. So, I know it's been a few days, I'm so sorry. That's why I put out 3, 2, 1. I'm dead serious. It's 3, 2, 1, okay? So, this is a direct indicator that I need to talk about what it is that I was going to talk about anyway. I'm going to go backwards a little bit to the present moment, okay? Because I need to talk to you about something. So this, it's going to be titled. So this is going to be a weekly reading, a collective reading for my light workers, my twin flames, spiritual, people who are going through the spiritual awakening process. If you are going through the spiritual awakening process, it's you've met your direct counterpart, okay? And you've been going through the awakening process, and now you're questioning everything. I know all about it, okay? But I'm here to help clarify all this stuff, okay? That's what my purpose is. On with it, okay? And now it's like projects, if you've emailed me, I've been so busy today, okay? Because I celebrated my birthday this weekend, plus there was some things that I went through this weekend, and now I am back at it. So you will get an email response from me. If you're ordering a reading from me and all of that, invoices will be sent out to you, okay? Once I receive the invoice confirmation, I will email you back, and I will have your video uploaded. I'll meditate and do like your reading and stuff and your video and send you the link, and I will indicate when that will be through, okay? So I just need to get these videos up because I need to keep going with the energies and stuff for everybody, okay? So this is going to be for light workers, twin flames, spiritual awakening process, all of that. This is what this reading's for the week of June 12th, okay, Monday. So, again, you know how I am with what I'm connected to. We got a thing going on, but faith, 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 right? Living on a freaking prayer. So, going through the awakening process, let's go back, right? Like I said, I was, looked at the clock. It's like, yeah, every single time it's like I turn on these videos, the clock says something to me because it's giving me like the winky wink, like, yeah, you're right. Keep going. This is what you're talking about. So let's go back. When and light workers, you know all about it. The awakening process, right? You feel crazy. You feel you can't talk to anybody about this. You feel lost inside. You feel different. You try to your friends that you've had for like your whole life or whatever, you feel like you can't connect with them anymore, or there's some that you can, I, my soul family, my friends or whatever, I'm sorry I keep doing this, but it's like digging in my armpit. I hate that. That's why I do this all the time, okay? But, you know, they understand what you're going through, and there's some that you can talk to about it. There's some that you can't because their ego starts talking to you, and it's like, I can't tolerate it. I can't. I'm just like, okay, let's talk about something else because I can't talk about this because you don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get these types of connections. I get the emails from you guys. Don't ever feel you can't talk to anybody. You're not alone. Email me. We'll talk. Okay? I don't want people, I know how you feel. I got full-on goosebumps. Ugh, goosies. Spiritual chills. But it's like, I don't want people to feel like they can't talk about it. Come talk to me. That's what I'm here for. That's why I was planted here. Okay? And you're going through this process. And I went through it alone. That's why I'm here in order to help you guys, as I have been doing the readings and, tapping in your energies and helping you along the path. Although, I can't tell you what it is that you need to be doing. You know what your purpose is. I can help guide you, though, and get you not to be 6 feet under spiritually where you just don't want to be here anymore because I know all about it. Like I told you, I pray for a UFO to come get my ass all the time. I do. I'm like, where are you? They're like, no. Sit there. Sit tight. I'm like, oh my God, really? I'm like, help me, like I feel crazy. And it's like, we're under these energies, but Jupiter just went direct, okay? So easing up, easing up. I felt it. I know it. Full moon in Sagittarius, and Jupiter has been retrograde for like freaking 4 months. So you're feeling batshit crazy over the past 4 months. There you go. But that grip is loosened now. The energies are direct. And, all the other retrogrades, like the Venus retrograde, people got back with karmic relationships, their exes, those fell apart because they were meant to. That was a lesson learning time. Now it's like you're under these energies now, and it's like, my emails, people contacting me, I'm getting like, flooded here because I have to help you guys, and I know that. So I want to do these collective readings so that I can hit a bunch of you all at once and then work with you one-on-one, right? Because you know that you gotta get on mission. You have to. You're a light worker. You are a bringer of the light. If you feel stuck or lost, afraid, I'll help you, okay? Fear nothing. I fear nothing. I fear nothing anymore. What is there to fear but fear itself? Everything you want's on the other side of fear. But your fears are man-made beliefs, false perception of what it is that everybody else thinks you should be doing. This is crazy. You can't, but then you do it, and you're provided for. You're provided for. You always will be. You always have been. Even in your darkest hours with no money, you're still here, right? You get on starting your mission and doing what it is that your purpose is, it's just flowing to you. Always taken care of. Always being led through the doors that you need to go through that are opening for you in order to get on with what your mission is. So, if you are awakened or you were going through the awakening process, there's a good possibility you could have been with a false counterpart. Because the false counterpart was the person who was teaching you lessons. This person isn't a spiritual teacher. This person isn't a leader or, a light worker. They were a karmic partner, and you're going through the awakening, fighting up against yourself with this karmic partner, trying to get them to validate you, to love you, to make you feel worthy. But you're being pulled out of that because you're being pulled in another direction that does not serve you here. Now, through that process, you, yes, light workers, more or less, because everybody questions, is this my twin flame? Is it? It is. It is. I won't question it ever again. I won't. And I won't question it ever again for myself. I should clarify that. Because today, and I'll tell you, signs everywhere. Signs everywhere. So, you meet this person, and they're like you. They're like you. They're like you in the sense of you can talk about things that you couldn't talk about to other people because it's weird. Perceptionally weird, but it's not really. Because we know better. We're outside of ourselves. We know. So then we don't really do that anymore. We stopped. But we're talking about it, right? We're seeing things. But then ego takes over, and away you go. But there was an ignition there. You were already going through the awakening process. And the angels, the divine, source, universal energies coordinate everything. It's a blueprint. Stop fighting it. You're clogging it. You're clogging the energies when you're fighting up against yourself and not doing what it is that you need to do. You know what it is. You know what it is. Stop questioning it. People come to me and they're like, I'm being pulled in the direction of shamanism. I'm like, then go there. Stop perceiving yourself to be nuts in the thought of that. It's real. Seriously. Society-based beliefs. Man-made beliefs. Why? Why is energy healing not real? Why is it not real? We are living in an energy field. We are energy. Why is that not real? Because they don't need shamans out there healing people. They need to make money off prescription drugs. They need money to do that. They need to keep the money flow going. They can't have shamans out there getting paid for it. Now they're regulated, drugs, the government. The divine says, get your ass on mission because it's changing. We're here to change. We're here to enlighten. We're here to bring change because, God, I have full-on goosebumps. I can't. My hair is standing on edge right now. That's energy flowing through me. So what you must understand is that when I'm speaking, I'm not speaking from opinion, okay? I'm speaking from outside myself. I am. You believe what you want to believe. I told you that before. And if you're a light worker and you're watching this video, then you understand what I'm saying. But it's beliefs. It's the beliefs that we have been programmed to believe in order to cause divide, to cause contrast. Yet we're all here co-creating together. We're 1117 on that clock. That's my number. 717. It's 333 right now. Shut up. I'm sorry. 333. Ascended master number. Protected by the divine. Divine. Indicating once again, what you're saying is of importance for who's going to hear it. Because again, my time-space reality no longer exists. Once you are watching this, it's yours. So you're watching it at the exact moment that you need to be watching it. 333. I will never question. I will never question anything ever again. After what happened to me this past weekend through the awakening process, I won't. So, awakening, getting on with mission, regardless of what it is, you gotta go. You have to. Or you will keep yourself in an internal prison, and it's not the divine who is punishing you. You're punishing yourself by not doing what it is that you agreed to do before you came here. You're waking up. That's what the awakening process is. You've been waking up since you got here. You forgot. You forgot. You were meant to forget because you had to go through the experiences, going through the process in order to wake up. And you saw yourself in another person, and your ego took over, and that person vibrated out of your life, but you continue to wake up as you have been, or you have been being pulled to wake up and falling to lower levels, which is only fighting it up against yourself and fighting, coming into union so that you and the other person can be powerful together because you're an energy source that can't be reckoned with. Do you understand that? You and your divine counterpart are always connected. The cord cannot be cut. I say that all the time, and it will never be cut. It cannot be cut. But you can share that energy cord, and you can pull them to the light, or you can vibrate on the frequency of lower levels together, and the divine will continue to rip things out of your life that no longer serve a purpose to you. So when what is twin flame healing? What is that? What is that? People are like, can I heal my twin? Yes, yes. You can heal your twin by getting onto mission and radiating lighthearted energies, radiating light. Because the cord's connected always, it's plugged in and that's it. Frequency. But what about if they're in another relationship? That doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with you and that person. Ever. No relationship that you have with anybody who has a relationship outside of a loving relationship or a friendship has anything to do. You're friends with someone and they have another friend that's not your friend. That friendship has nothing to do with your friendship and connection with that person, only unless you bring that person in as a third party in order to intervene in between you two. or bring them in as a collective. Doesn't have anything to do with you. So if your partner's in a different or karmic relationship, they're learning lessons. It's not up to you. Divine knows what they're doing. You got to trust them. They're using you're an energy source here in physical form in order to help reform what man has created of lower levels of unconsciousness, greed, immorality, treating people like they're objects, treating people like they're nothing, treating people like they're on a lower, we all come here the same freaking way. I can't contest that too. I know how I got here. But nobody comes here any better than anybody. No. Nobody is better than anybody. I don't care. I'm sorry, I'm going to take a step of that. Nobody comes here any better than anybody. Point blank, period. No, you don't. You're born into a paradigm. You're born into a family. Doesn't matter what their social standing is. It does not matter how much money you have or your race, your culture, your religion. Those are what you are then programmed to believe. But you're not better than anybody. It's a social standing created by man to put you on a, like a, I can't think of the word. It's leaving me. Can't think of the word. Totally left me. You're put in on a level of, say, your lower class, middle class, upper class. All based off of what? How much money's in your pocket? How much money's in your bank? Well, I'm here to tell you that the money's not even yours. You know who the money's is? The central bank. That's where all the money is actually belonging to. Because there's not even enough money in circulation to pay the central bank back for all the money that has been printed because there's an interest rate on each dollar. Did you know that? Every dollar that's printed has an interest rate on it. So you explain to me how in the world all the money that's been printed that has an interest rate on it can be paid back to the central bank if there's not enough money in circulation. They didn't print out enough money in order to pay back the debt. The debt's the debt. It's a revolving door. So if they collected all the money, still be in debt to the central bank. How do banks stay open? Well, they have to pay money to get money, right? Stay in circulation. So you take out a loan, you have an interest rate. So it's like you're born here and you're put into a paradigm and your belief system and everything is programmed into you. But then you as a light workers, okay, you're like the black sheep of the family, right? You don't think like everybody else does. You know there's something wrong. You don't feel right. You're like, no. And if anything, you're being pulled to do what your family, no, I'm burping. Super classy today. No, but then you're like, living in a paradigm of what your family thinks you should be doing, okay? Right? You need to go to school to do something like this, or no, we don't think you should be doing that. We think you should be doing this, or no, you need to get a job doing this, or, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying, okay? So you're being pulled in a completely opposite direction of what the social standing and the beliefs are of your family, friends, whatever. Now you feel weird. You don't know what to do. This can't be real. It's real. I can contest to how real it is. You guys know, you watch my videos. You resonate with my videos. The energies are what they are. We're all connected energetically. That's what I say when I do my readings. The situation and the circumstances, I'm reading through the pathway. There might be some things on the pathway that don't resonate with you, but others do. That's because there's someone else who's going to resonate with that part of the pathway and not the other part of it, vice versa. It's energies, energetically connected. So light workers, you come here with a different purpose, and that purpose is what you know internally in here, in your guidance system. You know what it is that you need to be doing. And you're fighting up against it. You're not feeling good about it. So you fall to lower levels and participate in things that are not of light. They're of dark, right? Look, the sun just went in as I'm speaking about this. You fall to lower levels, right? You become depressed. You start drinking to numb the mind because you don't want to feel the way that you feel. You don't understand. You can't do this anymore. You go to lower level things of immorality, and it's insanity. You know it is. So, you know that something just doesn't feel right. You don't know what to do. You're not going to be left alone. Understand? We're a collective. We're a group. Okay? We all agree to this. The only way out is to do what it is that you came here to do. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm here to help you through the awakening process so that you don't have to go through what I did. I ease the pain. Because I know what the pain is. I know what hell is. Hell's in here. Get stuck in here. Get stuck in there. Terrible place to be. It is. You need to do everything you possibly can in order to not feel that way anymore. You just want to block it out. But what you're truly blocking is you're blocking you in relation to you and what it is that you need to be doing in order to help, in order to bring light, to help heal people, bring love back. The most important thing on the face of this planet is freaking unconditional love of self. The highest frequency cannot be reckoned with. It cannot. It has been. It's been messed with by man, right? Making people feel unworthy, making people, you're my slave, or, you're just a sex object. No. It's not love. It's degrading. It's disgusting. It's not love. That person does not love themselves. That person does not love themselves when they're at those lower levels. Are you helping, or are you participating in being part of the problem? I always say that. The light workers and the light bringers are the ones that need to be together in order to be powerful together. That's why you came here. These are not regular relationships. These are not egotistical man-made relationships. They are not. They're not. You didn't come here to be in a relationship like that. That is why you've been fighting up against yourself in these karmic relationships, because they were lessons to be learned. Lessons. In every single one of those karmic relationships lies a lesson, and the lesson is self-love, self-respect, self-worth. And that person never, ever, ever held your worthiness. No, they did not. And you never found it in them either. But then you were smack up face against who? None other than yourself. And you questioned that person the whole time. You questioned everything about yourself. You questioned everything you ever believed in, lost faith for a minute. Then you knew you had to go back to your faith. You had to go back to faith. You had to go back to source. You had to go back to the light. Why did you need to go back to the light? Because you knew that where you were falling to was not the right place. Now the sun's coming back out. You see that? As I'm talking about the dark, it gets dark in here. And now as I'm talking about the light, the sun starts coming back out. You think that I'm playing. So, you have to get back to yourself. You have to, right? So, pull myself out of the dark place. Pull yourself out. And get on with what it is that you need to be doing. And you are well taken care of, correct? Correct. Always. Abundance lies there. That's where abundance is. Man's not in charge. I don't give a shit what anybody says. You're in charge of your own life. You have free will. You can live from the ego, sure. But you don't feel good living there. You don't. You don't. You're fighting up against your own self and your own worth and your own true self. You are. So your happiness lies in here. This is a world where there's so many things to enjoy. We're here to enjoy. We're here to love. We're here to have fun. We're not here to do to each other what we have been. No, we have not. And that's just not the way. So, you and this counterpart apart, right? Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. So, I was bartering. I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. You need to get... I'm outside praying for UFOs to pick my ass up. Get me out of here. No. Have a seat. Have several. Praying, cleansing, meditating, repeat, helping others, doing my thing. Please, I just want this to be over. Can we please end this cycle? You've already proven to me over and over and over again that I wasn't allowed, to control it because I tried to, and they were like, no, you're not going anywhere. Have a seat. You're not going, you're not in control. So I was forced not to be able to go to where this person would have been, right? Outside of me. Outside circumstances. So now, faced up against it. What I saw was dark. And ego, a little bit of ego there, sure. And Friday night, I sat outside and I cried. I did. And I said, I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to lie to people. I'm not even trying to cry right now, but that's how I felt. I said, I know I'm here for a purpose, and I have done what you asked me to. I'm doing it. I've been helping people, and I'm grateful. So grateful. And I'm not coming from a bad place. I said, but I asked for answers, and I'm being led to not having an answer again. I said, you cannot ask me any longer to continue to do this and lie to people. So, I know I'm not lying. I know I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying. What do I say? Trust me, trust me, trust me. Because I know I'm not lying. But I'm feeling. Egotistically speaking here. Forgotten about. Never forgotten about. Ever. So then finally, under the circumstance and situation, even though there was a lot of negative energies that were surrounding the situation, it worked out in the way that it was going to. And I could not find the avenue in order to say what it is, because what I was seeing was a prison. So, ego once again. I was like, I can't any longer. I said, this is crazy. This is crazy. I was like, fine, fine. Bartering again. I was like, thanks a lot. Got some clarity. Not really. I didn't. So, doing my cleanse, meditating. I was intuitively guided. They said, what are you going to do? Excuse me. What do you mean, what am I going to do? Well, what are you going to do about it? I said, what do you mean? What do you know, outside of myself, what do you mean, what am I going to do about it? It's not up to me, it's up to you. Yeah, sure it is, to an extent. They're like, you know what you have to do. You looked, did you see yourself? You're going to leave yourself like that? You're going to go help yourself. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you know what you're connected to. You've been questioning us since it all started unfolding. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Why did you do this to me? They're like, you know why. Because you had to wake up. Now, are you going to let it be like that? Or are you going to do something about it? And I'm like, I don't know. They're like, there's that ego again. You afraid? I was like, no, I'm not afraid. They're like, then why wouldn't you? And I'm like, I don't know. They're like, exactly. And I'm like, all right, fine. What did you see? You know, what did you see? What did you see? I said, I know what I saw. Don't leave them like that. Are you? Are you going to freaking fill in the holes? Because they were asking you. You wouldn't answer them. I said, I couldn't. They said, we know you couldn't. Now you can. It's better this way. I said, it's better this way. This is the way that it was going to be anyway. Gave you what you wanted in order to open up an avenue in order to help them, help you. So I did. I did. Because the direct counterpart in you, by you, who woke you up, if they're stuck somewhere and you see it, connect, ask your guides to help you pull through in order to do what it is that you need to in order to help. You can't leave them like that. You can't. You can't do that. No. The divine has been working on them, trying to get them to understand and see. And then they're looking at themselves as they always have from the day that they saw you, they saw themselves. They didn't want to believe that, or that's where the lower energies come in. That's where the devil energies come in and convince you that, no, it's not real. Go over here and do all this stuff and live this life. Feed those energies. Be part of the problem. So you in relation to you, see that. Can't leave them. Can't. And you got to clear up the energies because the cycle needed to be completed. That part of it. Excuse me. You're always in a cycle. Because you're always working together, collectively. Okay? But in order to come together, to work together, to create, you have to wake up. So get on to mission, as I indicated before, because there are reunions and unions coming together for a reason. Okay? They are. Because the work needs to be done. And if you see and you're on, you're connected, you're doing your thing, you're on the right path, you know you're going, and reunion or anything of that nature comes in, and your direct counterpart can't see you because they can't see them, then you have to connect and ask which way is the way in order to help them. I did, and today, with the utmost gratitude, I was given a sign. It's 11:11 on the oven right now. I'm gonna fucking cry. Excuse my language. It's 11:11 on the oven right now. And it wasn't that sign, it was a different sign. It was a sign that I asked for a long time that I never seen. And it caught my eye today. To confirm you did what you needed to do. You did what you were supposed to do. So that's it. So for all my light workers out there, reunion's coming. Union then follows. You have to get on doing what it is that you need to do, because that's where abundance lies. But once you speak your truth and you fill in the gaps, you fill in the holes, move it. Just move. Just keep going. You can't. The divine now knows that that person has had trigger points hit within them, right? In here, consciously. Now, they're connecting to them. They're connecting through them now because you opened a portal. Do you understand? You opened a portal by telling them. So, now they're connected to the same energies that you are. As above, so below, okay? So now they're going to now be working with higher self so that their energies are connected in order to do their mission, in order to bring it together. Understand? You're both on a mission, okay? You agreed to it. Now, ego shedding, fear-based beliefs are shedding. And people are moving now outside of whatever they're stuck in, light workers, in order to come together to be powerful. Thing is, these are not man-made, this is not a man-made based relationship, okay? This is not about whole other level, whole other freaking level. You know it. This isn't about, of course, we're souls in a shell, in a physical form. And of course, we want human contact. We want that touch, right? Because we're energy. We exchange energy. But when you want to exchange that energy with that person, that is the energy that is connected, that cannot be broken, that needs to come together. That's why it feels the way that it did when you met, and that's why it felt so shitty when you were apart. And that's why coming back together and helping to awaken the one that may not be awakened yet or has fallen into a dark hole, you can't leave them in there. You can't. And I was given all of the signs today, just again with the 11:11 over here on the clock. Portal opened, okay? We're just going to flow now. And I've been flowing. But now it's rapid. Now it's real rapid. You know what I mean? Like, you felt a clog. There was a clog. You see where the clog was. You unclogged it. Unclogged the freaking toilet. So now it's movement time. That's what this reading's for. So I'm sorry I've been talking for so long, but all that shit needed to come out, okay? You know, excuse my French. But, like, I'm sorry, I just got to pop up here. The energies are rapid now, okay? They are. You can't fight up against them. They're always connected, okay? I told you, I am, and when the planets are freaking all messed up, so am I. But it was me working through me in relation to me and my connection, and now it was the divine trusted me enough that I wouldn't destroy that person with my ego. I didn't. I didn't destroy him with my ego. My ego was coming to the surface, but then I would just be like, bye. Like, seriously. So, let's do this reading. This is for June 12th. The week of June 12th. Through what? 17th? In relation to my light workers, twin flames, spiritual leaders, teachers. 1 second. So let's see what the overall angel message is. I already cleared these cards. So I just shuffled. Boom. Do you want to play with me now? Andrew, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. For real? Are we being for real right now? You guys trust me yet? You believe me yet? Do you get me yet? It's a force that cannot be reckoned with. You just saw me shuffle live, okay? Live shuffling. This card pops out. By coincidence? There's no such thing as a coincidence. Energy's connected. At the bottom of the deck, we have Archangel Michael. This is my boy. I told you. Didn't I tell you before? Look, look, look. My St. Michael prayer book, Prayers of Protection. He is with me all day, every day. And I'm 150% positive he is the one that told me to do what it is that I did yesterday. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Yeah. Do we have a coincidence? No. This is the card that fell out, and this is at the bottom of the deck. You're a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all its inhabitants. And then you have Archangel Michael. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Now, confirming you're a light worker, if you're watching this video, you know you're a light worker. These are the energies for June 12th through the 17th, okay? Now, Archangel Michael is with you. Call on him. Again, you have free will. But if you say, they're there in an instant, trust me, okay? Giving you the courage to move your ass. You have to. We need help. You know what I mean? There's so many people in this world, and there's only so many of us. And we need the light workers. We need the healers. We need the people who are able to change the way that we have been living in relation to society. I'm here to help heal the mind in relation to your heart and the way you feel and your desires, alignment, law of attraction, visionary. I help you. My program, that's what it was created based off of my life experiences and understanding you in relation to you and how you heal these false beliefs within yourself that you are unworthy. You're worthy of everything that you want. You can have whatever it is that you believe. I don't care how big it is. You can have it. You will. Light workers, you will. You know it. You're always protected. You're always taken care of. Always. It's where abundance lies. Let's go into the romance angels. These are also cleared. Let's see where we're at in relation to light workers and their direct counterparts through the awakening process for the week of June 12th, 2017. Sorry, I need to like see what this. Light workers, June 12th, 2017. That card once out, it'll come out. So, yep, there it is. I knew it. And I can't see what it is, face down. Playing with me. Any more messages? Angels, 2017 for light workers. Please divine. Anything else, angels? Cards. One more time. That's it. Bottom of the deck. Trust. Trust. Bottom of the deck. Trust me yet? How many times are I going to say that? Okay. First card. Second card. Third. Fourth. Okay. I can't see any of them. I don't know what they are. They didn't flip up on me. Okay. So we're just going to do the cartomancy and see where the pathway lies for June 12th through the 17th in relation to light workers. Okay. Twin flames. Direct counterparts. So the pathway will be for right now, energies of this week. But, you know, energy's fluid. Time is existing, you know. So, but the energies are always at play, okay? It's what you're doing moment to moment in relation to how you're feeding your energy. So if you're out doing your mission and your light work and you're working on yourself and you're doing those things, then, you know, that's the energies that are being created. If you're not, and you're in lower level energies participating in things that do not serve your higher purpose, then you're not feeding the correct energies and your energetic field will feel blocked and you'll feel as if you can't move. But once you release your ego self and start to trust in what it is that you're connected to, the signs will be shown to you and you will be led and guided. Okay. First card, don't know what it is. I have a feeling all the cards are going to be face down. Yep, can't see that one either. We'll see. You see that? No. All right. full on goosebumps right now. Ugh. I can't see any of the cards, I told you. Nope, they're all face down. I don't know what is on the pathway right now. We're all going to be shocked together. Already got trust though, so you know how I am with trust. Faith, your faith. Cards flipped up. Oh, okay. It's weird how that just fell out like that. Is that it? Nope. Bottom of the deck, 4 of diamonds, indicating 4 corners of the universe, stability, stabilizing ourselves. That's where abundance lies. That's the financial stability card. That's also a movement card, moving to a new home, licenses, certifications, moving towards what it is that you need to do, okay? That is what the 4 of diamonds indicates. This indicates work, working it out, working, daily routine, okay? But working out what it is within light workers in order to stabilize ourselves. Where does stability lie? With what you're being told to do in order to bring enlightenment to others. Heal. Healing energies, loving energies, love. There's an air element, but there's also the Queen of Spades. So this could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's also a spade energy in relation to loosening up through being enlightened, okay? So spades can be of more logic than feeling, okay? But this energy is loosening, okay? This energy here, that's why you have 4 of diamonds, 8 of clubs, and then the Queen of Spades, because this indicates the 4 corners, okay? This is the financial stability, like I said, moving, license certifications, things of that nature in relation to this, awakening, okay? This is where abundance lies. So working this out within yourself, okay? And this is indicating, the, this can be a direct air element that's involved in this light work. But also at the end of the day, this is somebody who makes a lot of their decisions and gets stuck in their mind. So it's showing here that now we're being enlightened, okay? This is Apollo, the bringer of light, psychic abilities, spirit guides, okay? That's what this is, spiritual, this is spiritual card. This is the spirit guides. This is your higher self. This is psychic abilities, enlightenment, telepathic communication. And what you're being enlightened to is getting rid of these residual energies that are on the path of your light work. This card is, the unrequited love card, the hurt card, feeling hurt energies, the ego, loss, deception, other people, involvement. All of these energies are what is being enlightened in order to be removed because you are on a spiritual journey here. This is the journey card, the luck card, okay? Spiritual awakening, okay? You're being enlightened to all of these lower level energies here on your spiritual path, okay? And that could be causing your energies to feel scattered, okay? Because there is unfortunate events that have happened. There's a lot of negativity here, okay? This is a negativity card, but it's also a card of completion. Completing a karmic cycle, completing negative lower level energies in relation to unrequited love and feeling at a loss and feeling deceived and all of that. You're now being enlightened to the fact that all of these residual energies that, have been causing you to feel scattered are what needs to be completed here, okay? Because this card, okay, the 6 of diamonds here, This is a card of lack in communication in relation to these types of feelings here, okay? This is showing these feelings being what is pulling you to a lower level, okay? You are being enlightened to what it is that you need to do, which what you want is financial stability. You want, to be able to live freely and be able to live your truth, okay? This is indicating these are the residual energies here that need to be removed, okay? And this lack of communication that you could have been in with your direct counterpart, this is what caused it, okay? So now what's happening here is this indicates communication, okay? Resolving problems in order to work it out. This is also a movement card, moving to a new home, communication, any sort of communication, okay? Because why? Because this indicates union, the start of the romance of the soul, the union card. This is emotional excitement, emotional fulfillment, stability in relation to living our truth through our heart energy, having compassion, being truthful, being fair, being honest with ourselves, which is a direct reflection to the person who we are coming into union with in order to manifest what? A brand new beginning with none other than the lover of our soul, our twin flame. And as we come into this union by releasing and completing this negative cycle, we are now able to develop this relationship and come into what? None other than union. Look at this. Let's be real here. How these came from the bottom of the deck. Look at how many sixes we have too. Completing this cycle based off of man-made beliefs. The number of six is the number of man. We relate that to the number of the devil, right? 666. It's the number of man. It's the number of the beast. Ego. So, through this completion of all the negativity, the lower level energies, okay? This lack that we had here is now being completed. We're going to communicate. Come into union in order to manifest new beginnings in our life, in order to bring what back? My twin flames, lovers of the soul, love. This is having faith, trust, and compassion in the unfolding into the development of this relationship and union coming together. That's from the bottom of the deck. So let's get into the romance angel cards here. You've got let your friends help you. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Again, with the labels, don't pay so much attention to the engagement, but you're going to be coming together, okay? You're ascending to a higher level of commitment, okay? Why? How are you doing this? How are you doing this? I cannot get this, okay? It's like, yeah, how are you getting this higher level of commitment here? By freeing yourself and taking back control of your life, by forgiving and learning from your past. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Letting go of that 10 of spade energy, freeing yourself of it in order to come into union with your direct counterpart. You're taking back control of your life by no longer living in the past energies of false-based beliefs, and you then are experiencing more love in your present moment by radiating love, by freeing yourselves of the past energies and living your truth, doing what your work is, doing what you came here to do, right? And how can you get to this higher level of commitment with this person? Let your friends help you. Ask and accept support from others. Don't be afraid. Go to your friends. Say, I need help. You need help with. Go to the person who you trust with your heart, not your mind. Don't go to the friend who's going to manipulate your mind and say, oh man, no. Because they're not going to want you to go to your direct counterpart for selfish reasons. Either you may have to leave that area to go be with your direct counterpart, and now they may not see you as often, or they think You know, they're going to try to alter. It's a test, light workers. Test. You want this. How do you get this? By freeing yourself and taking back control of your life. None of these people, none of your friends control your life. That's all perception. You know what you got to do and you know where you got to go. And how do you get there? By freeing yourself and forgiving and learning from the past. Forgive yourself. Say, I'm sorry for being so egotistical. I'm sorry for being closed-minded. I'm sorry for falling to these lower level energies. Do that. But you can go to a friend who you can trust, whether this is your direct counterpart that you want to ascend to a higher level of commitment with in order to free yourselves of the lower level energy so that you can work together in order to change the paradigm. Just like Indriel said, you're a light worker. God needs you. Move it. And Archangel Michael will give you the courage in order to do it. And he will give you the courage because you're being led down a path that has nothing but abundance lying there for you. And the more you force up against it and do things based off of others' beliefs and stay in the paradigm where you've been that has not been serving your purpose, and you know it, and you know it, and you know it within yourself, you will stay stuck there. But Archangel Michael will pull you and show you the way. And by the way of it is by the way of your heart. You follow here. You know your truth. Because as you free, you're moving this higher level of commitment. When you come in direct connection with your counterpart, you are freeing yourselves. And you're getting rid of all the dirt, the residual energies. Ask your friends for help in order to coordinate how you're going to move forward. But don't go to the people who you know aren't going to be in agreement with what you're doing. When you do that, you are then tested. Is your ego going to take over? And you're not going to go down that path because you're afraid of being judged by others? Or are you just going to go? You know what I did? People were trying to pull me off my path. So I didn't say one freaking word to no one about what I was doing or what I was going through. And I just went. And there's abundance. So now we have, let's see here, breaking down an established pattern. What is this established pattern we're breaking out? Breaking down. Tongue-tied. Boom. You guys are going to love me. So we have the 9 of Spades. Entering a completion of a cycle. Okay? And now evaluating, not pushing things before taking action. Right? Because as you're completing this cycle, this 9 of Spades energy, these lower energies, as you're completing this cycle, you can no longer push up against these lower energies. Because if you do, you are then forcing yourself to be set back into a lower level energy that does not feel good because you're not living your purpose. So you're breaking down an established pattern created. Forgiving and learning, not pushing against those lower energies, because by not pushing against them, that's where success lies. The 9 of Diamonds indicates psychic abilities, telepathic communication, understanding yourself now more on a deeper level in connection to the person who is your direct counterpart, right? The 4 of Hearts indicates a union, a physical union coming together, okay? A physical union in order to do what? Ascend your relationship to a higher level of commitment, because you're freeing yourselves now of the egotistical based relationship that held apart what it is that you needed to be doing in direct relation to none other than your counterpart, right? So this is Hermes the communicator. Communication. This is also communication in business. Working together. Taking two minds that are of the same to be powerful together, right? So now we have the King of Hearts here, facing this it's like this. Facing this communication and union, physical return, okay? This is water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But this is somebody who is now under loving energies versus the spade energy, right? So we have a Queen of Spade who could be an air element. We have a King of Heart who could be a water element that are coming into union together. But they're of different, they're just different in the way that they relate. But it's meant that way. It's meant to be that way because one can think more with their mind rather than their heart, and the other thinks more with their feelings than their logic. But they heal each other. It's like it's a way in order to understand. As the heart energy enters into the person of the logical mind more, it helps them to free themselves from being felt unworthy. And as the logical mind in, the air element, but the spade, that is loosening up the grip and the fear in the heart energy of allowing themselves to flow love without fear of being hurt. Pain and love are not two of the same. So yin and yang, that's what it is. You got yin and yang here. You got the King of Hearts, you got the Queen of Spades. I can't reach it without yanking my headphones out, right? If I can get to it. Yeah, here. And this is like, that's the way it was in the deck, is the person of enlightenment. Okay? It's just like how this goes. Enlightenment, psychic abilities. Okay? Spiritual path. Okay? These are the energies this week. Okay? We have air and we have water that are under these energies. Okay? Now, what it's showing here is that we need to cut people out of our lives in order to get on to this mission, correct? And these are all lower level feelings, but we're completing a cycle, right? In order to gain our independence. And through this, here's where the King of Diamond energy comes in. Now this could be Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this could be in the water element's chart. They could have Earth in their chart, right? And this is where their abundance lies, but they have to cut out, free themselves, free yourself from the lower level energies that you're under in relation to where you are on your journey, because this is where abundance lies in relation to financial independence, okay? And what lies there is none other than laying foundations for future success. Laying foundations for future success, right? This is verbal communication. This is traveling, the travel card. This is, the 4 diamonds was at the bottom of the deck. Now we have the 4 of clubs. This is the 4 corners. This is now, we have financial stability, but this is the foundations. Excuse me. This is also moving to a new home, trip by car, verbally communicating with the direct counterpart in order to have this new beginning and this new phase of life. This is also ascending to a higher level of commitment here with this card. This is the card of brand new beginnings. One of the best cards in the whole deck. Okay? Abundance in all forms. And any sort of lack of progression and setback of this union coming together in order for these foundations to be built was due to the fact that there needed to be enlightenment and people need to start moving on to their mission, right? Because what is coming is Cupid, the bringer of loving messages, okay? exchanging truth, okay? Because what's showing here is that, yes, the divine's in charge. We have, I think we may have all the sevens in this. We have 3 right here. So we have lack of progression and setback of this union coming together for this new beginning, because there needs to be a freeing of ourselves and a forgiving and learning of the past in the way that you perceived relationships and this person. So now we have healing, happy surprises, steady improvements, and a second chance at this union coming together. And we've been evaluating before taking this action because we needed ambition. We needed to be ignited, okay? We needed to be shown the way. And the way now has been shown by way of showing that the feelings are mutual on a deeper level. And now, through this, right? Through understanding now that the feelings are real, they always were real, it was a direct reflection, a mirrored image. That's what it is. You can't fight up against yourself. You can, sure, go right ahead. It's not going to work out for you that way. You can't fight up against the person who ignited you into awakening. You can't fight up against not waking up, because all you're doing is keeping yourself at lower level energies, and you need to be awakened in order to help, right? So now, the 2 of spades indicating separation, but a choice being made, which the choice will be victorious. And that's where all financial freedom lies. This is where freedom on the journey card, but financial freedom, victory in love, victory in money, because you were ignited in order to gain the ambition to achieve success, and through what? Through any negativity and unfortunate events in your life, you are now, we got 4 10s. What does that mean? What do 4 10s mean? The 9 is entering a completion of a cycle. The cycle is now completed. These negative emotions and these unfortunate events were, all the fears were blocking the goals. You're now freeing yourselves through forgiving and learning from the past, because it was all egotistical based mindset in relation to how you truly did feel about that person, because that person was the person who ignited the awakening process within you. So you have to get on to doing what it is that your light work is, and the divine will coordinate and synchronize the energies in order to bring you two back together, in order to be powerful together. But you have to do what? Trust. Because this indicates ambition to achieve success. Through these unfortunate events, because now you're forgiving and learning and freeing yourselves, the ambition to achieve success, through that ignited ambition, victory, financial freedom, abundance. No coincidences here. So trust. The situation's calling for you to have faith, because why? Because there is going to be a reconciliation. There is going to be a union. And your heart and your soul is going to sing with joy. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, with passion, with the person who is your direct counterpart. It's time to release any sort of codependent behaviors. Addictions are affecting your love life. Any sort of codependent behaviors that are flooding the mind, that are not allowing you to connect properly, right? Codependent relationships, karmic relationships, all of the lower level energies is what needs to be released. You're being shown signs. You're being given signs from the universe. You have been. It said 11444 just now. No lie. You've been given signs. There could be children involved. There may be children. Somebody may have children. It doesn't matter, but there could be children involved. Also, this just in, these codependent behaviors could be coming from childhood. So pay attention, wake up, understand. You've been, since childhood, embedded with these beliefs and living a life based off of what others believe you should be doing, but you've been being pulled in a different direction because you are what? You are a light worker. It's time to get on with mission. You have to keep moving. You're clogging the energies by not doing what it is that your purpose is and you know what it is. You met your direct counterpart. You're powerful together. You got to get on with mission, okay? Because you're ignited to do what it is that you do. The more that you heighten your psychic abilities, the more that you connect with source, the more that you help others, you're bringing light, okay? And now that light can be given to your direct counterpart in order to pull them up so that you can be powerful together. Powerful together. That is what this is about. But you got to get out of these lower level energies because they don't serve a purpose here. And it could be coming from childhood that you're doing this, and the divine has been showing you signs, has been trying to wake you up. Nothing of a coincidence has happened, ever. All in direct synchronization with source. Travel card. Travel card. Because like I said, twin flames are scattered everywhere. You've met each other. You ignited some in each other. And you have to get on with mission. If you're a spiritual teacher, if you're a spiritual leader, if you are a spiritual person and you know that you have a purpose in order to change the paradigm of what this world has been created by man and false-based beliefs in society in order to keep love apart from not only yourself, but your direct counterpart, twin flames come together in order to prove that there is nothing between love that can hold it apart. Not age, not race, not culture, not where you live, where you come. Nothing of that holds the love that they have inside of each other apart because they are two of the same. It's outside circumstances and perception on what keeps those two apart. But they both live in an internal prison by not living their truth. So you have to get on with mission in order to be what it is that you meant to be when you came here. Waking up. You have to wake up. You forgot. You forgot. It's okay. You were meant to forget. But as you've been being pulled, you're being pulled to awaken. So you can't fall victim to lower level energies. You truly must move, okay? So this indicates movement. This is a moving card also, a travel card. You may have to go to see this person in order to have that verbal communication, figuring it out. But you're always protected, understand that. You're always protected. Light workers, twin flames, you're always protected, okay? And the divine will bring you two together in the divine right timing, and they will take care of you all along the way as long as you're doing what it is that you know you need to be doing by following your heart. The divine is guiding you. So you have to make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You are being divinely guided. You're being divinely guided. Any karmic relationships, any residual energies from the past need to be released because the person, your direct counterpart, your feelings are real and worth exploring. And you need to keep an open mind because your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations, but they are a direct reflection of you internally. Yep. So it's time, twin flames, light workers, trust and have faith, okay? Union's coming. Union's coming. We got the reconciliation card up right below trust. We got the Four of Hearts. Trusting. Because the passion that you felt is real. And your heart and soul is going to sing with joy. But you have to get onto mission, and you have to release the lower level energies. Free yourself of living in the lower level energies, because that is exactly what is holding you apart from what it is that you truly want in your life. And you know that you were put here for a purpose. You were given a brilliant mind because you're connected. Stop falling to lower level energies. You know who your direct counterpart is. You know who your twin flame is. If you're a light worker, you know who it is. Stop questioning who it is. Stop questioning who your direct counterpart is, because it's you. Are you going to deny yourself? Are you going to continue to deny yourself what it is that you came here to do, or are you going to get on with mission? And your direct counterpart ignited that within you. It was divinely coordinated that way. It always was, and it was always going to be that way. Now it's time for you. Go within, clear the energies, connect to your higher self, because you're now being guided to where it is that you need to be. And that's where the doors will just continue to open. And you are always protected. You're always divinely protected. You are always divinely guided. And you are always divinely taken care of. Always. Came here for a purpose. You know what your purpose is. So it's time to start living your truth and living your purpose. Getting back to source, getting back to yourself, living your truth, and getting into union with the person who you're meant to be in union with in order to be powerful. Everything's right there. It's your fears that block you. What are you afraid of? It's time to move. 2017, year one, all those residual energies that entered into the beginning of this year from last year, because it was the complete circumstances, situations that happened last year were the build-up in order to complete those karmic cycles. And those karmic cycles, it's 444 right now, again. Four corners of the universe. Twin flame number. Just like 1111. It's working together, right? And that is where abundance lies, and you will be taken care of. Once you start living your truth, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't. The only thing you need to worry about is falling to the lower energies, falling down there. And if you feel stuck there, you come to me, I help you. I'll get you out of there. You don't have to go through what I went through. I'll get you out of there so that I can help you get onto your mission. Because trust me. What was the bottom of the deck? Trust, faith. True abundance lies there with ease. Because you're meant to help. You're here for a purpose. So, that is the twin flame light workers, spiritual, teachers, twin flames, reading for June the 12th through the 17th. I know that it's almost an hour and a half, but what I was speaking of needed to be said clearly, excuse me, again, by all the signs and everything that was coming out, but also, it needs to be understood what this isn't something that is easy, and I understand that, and I'm here to help you. So, you know where to find me, lovefromabove717@gmail.com, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. I don't know what time zone you're in. I get emails and you're in a different time zone, so it's not that, I will get back to you. It's just our hours are clearly off, okay? So you might email me and it's the middle of the night here, you know, or if I email you back, it might be the middle of the night somewhere where you are, but I will get back to you. That is my promise, okay? So, I love you guys, and who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see what unfolds. We'll see what I'm divinely guided, you know, for the rest of the week with, you know, these uploads and videos and stuff. But I love you guys, okay? Bye.